even breathe in the direction of Moist if I were you, to be honest. I mean, he put his flag on the he put his stake on this, okay? Bro, he said you're abusing Kyle, like no way, him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can suck my.
Alright, so over the last 2 days, we've all heard about the Hasan Dog drama. I've made 2 videos covering the situation. Yesterday, Critical dropped this video right here. Truth be told, the only thing that I cared about is what he had to say regarding Hasan. And I was like, well, I don't want to react to just a Critical video and just be like, yeah, he's right. But then Hasan blessed me because as you saw in the intro, he was low-key crashing out. The Critical dared to make a video on Hasan and his stupidity. But before we get into that, I want to show you guys something that truly was the inspiration for this video. Hasan is now calling Collargate a coordinated far-right / pro-Israel slander campaign. So this is from Hasan's IG. Guys, I forgot to make the announcement. The Israeli government has officially bought the Sense, aka the Sensitive Society YouTube channel. You guys will get nothing but pro-Israel propaganda to your inbox, so you better be subscribed. You better hit those notifications on. You better send me some money. And not only that, but this channel is also now a far-right channel. So here we go, guys, a new era. This is so fucking bad faith and so stupid. Imagine how dumb you have to be in order to think people are calling me out because I allegedly shocked my dog. This is a far-right and pro-Israel slander campaign, guys. How stupid does Hasan think his fans are? Genuine question.
So incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Now, for the life of me, like, I cannot understand what he's even upset about in the first place that he starts, like, scolding the dog for. She moved, like, an inch, like, slightly off of that. It's like in a video game, like in Metal Gear Solid, when someone gets, like, a fucking question mark over their head, they're, like, zipping to you immediately. Like, she doesn't do anything, really, other than move slightly. And he is noticeably upset. He is upset about that specifically. Even before this incident, earlier in the stream, he had already, you know, gotten annoyed at her for moving around prior to this.
I want to show you guys this, alright? This is coming from Hasan's subreddit. Hasan's fans are already the lowest IQ individuals possible, but then you get Reddit Hasan fans. Pretty disappointing video from Charlie. I said in a comment a couple of days ago, he just follows the side of the popular public opinion. He is a spineless fool. And not to meet right Critical, but if you actually think that, I highly encourage you to watch this video that I made about 2 days ago. This is 100% Charlie giving chum to the Sharks for speaking out against the IDF. If I was this delusional, I would unironically go to Home Depot and get 3 things: a chair, a ladder, and some rope. Mentions this, but not the serial harassment podcast. Come on now, I have no idea what the fuck this is about. It's a running trend among these apolitical drama farmers. Ludwig also managed to cover Creator Clash being forced to shut down without highlighting the H3 harassment campaign. You mean the H3 harassment campaign that Hasan started? And Hasan's orbiters have continued? Is that the one you're talking about? If my fans were like this, I would hate them. Like, I would unironically turn off the comment section. I'd be like, I don't care. Shut up. I would have so many regrets if I cultivated this fucking cult. This is a cult.
I don't know why he would be getting so upset at that. Like, angry at the dog for moving from place. That really does kind of defeat the whole purpose of it. And then, in that clip, it seems like he reaches for something. Like, he looks off screen and he extends his arm to something, and then shortly thereafter, the dog yelps in pain, and Hasan turns around and calls her a baby, and then tries to reassure the chat that she is spoiled, and then goes on to say that she's spoiled because his mother lets her, you know, have free roam around the house. Now, he and the community are claiming that he didn't use a shock collar or anything, didn't, like, zap her, you know, fucking Palpatine lightning blast her or anything like that. She got her dew claw stuck on that spot, and that's what made her yelp in pain. I have watched this clip like fucking 10 or 15 times now, and today I had some friends come in from out of town, so obviously I've been out most of the day at the farm, and this was actually a conversational topic. It's become so big that it was brought up by them. And every single person, and pretty much everyone I've seen online outside of Hasan and Hasan's community, is all saying the same thing. That yes, it looks like the dog does, like, touch its leg to that spot on the bed, but it doesn't look like it gets caught or anything. So it feels very unlikely that that is what caused the dog to scream in pain. Like, I don't think that's what made Kaya, that's her name, yelp. It doesn't seem to get caught or snagged on anything, and dew claws aren't so sensitive and so tender that even touching them would cause like a panicked scream or anything. Unless she has an injury there, but I don't think Hasan has mentioned that, at least not that I've seen. So it feels to me very unlikely that that's what caused it, based on everything that we can see. You have all these people saying this shit, it's not true. Well, it takes like actually 3 seconds just to unclip that collar and just show like, hey guys, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea here. This is not a shock collar. Look, here's what it is, and then explain it.
I mean, we all know why he didn't do that. Because if it turned out that it was indeed a shock collar, the hate will be double what it is right now. Now that we've seen most of what Charlie had to say, how do you think Hasanabi, aka Hasan, aka Habibi Piker, responded to this? By crashing out and embarrassing himself even further, which is shocking.
I wouldn't even breathe in the direction of Moise if I were you, to be honest. I mean, he put his fucking flag on the, he put his stake on this, okay? He was like, oh, enough people shit on him. It's good enough. It's like obviously not a, it's obviously, no matter how fucking made up a narrative it is, if a clip looks bad enough, then he will go with it. And he will just use these guys. All these guys fucking do is basically farm Reddit for talking points, and Reddit can so easily be botted and manipulated. Bro, he said you're abusing Kyle. Like, no way, fuck him. Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that he can suck my dick.
Plastic Hasan. Disprove the allegations? Nope. Tell people that if you disagree with me, you could suck his dick and you have been bought by the Israeli government? Yep. Yeah, completely rational response. What is up with this guy? Holy shit, what is going on with him?
I mean, it took him 2 years to fucking come out and be like, yeah, the genocide is happening and it's really fucking bad, actually. So, Charlie's been on a good streak lately. He genuinely cares about dogs. He talks about how much he cares about dogs and pets all the time. So do I, dumb fuck. That's the reason why I'm fucking pissed off. That's the reason why I'm fucking annoyed. He could just like unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here?
This isn't the first time he acts like this. I remember a few years ago, Jelly Ludwig, as my friend Pegasus would say, Jellywig, that guy made a video slightly, and when I mean slightly, I mean very lightly and slightly, calling out Hasan. And what did Hasan do? He crashed out and forced Ludwig to change the video title and the thumbnail. I am not making this up. This is something that actually happened. How about no? This isn't the first time he does this shit.
We've been around one another before. We've actually been around one another, and a lot of the people that I know that I'm around all the time and do content with have not only been around you, but also been around Kaya. He could have just fucking hit up, not me, but any number of different people to be like, hey, do you think there's any veracity? Do you think there's any veracity to these claims?
Do you think they're going to risk their careers to answer truthfully? No, of course not. And this is a comment that I want to mention and I want to honestly highlight because I think it's so fucking accurate. As someone pro-Palestine, I find it disgusting that Hasan is Gaza jacking any criticism of him and deflecting to horrible crimes being committed in Gaza to hide from valid criticism. I gotta drop a like for that one. They're cooking. How dare Charlie not coddle to this poor man baby in messages before giving his rational take on the situation? Like, fuck you, Hasan.
Don't ask me directly. Do your due diligence. Why the fuck do you go to Reddit for talking points, dumbass? What kind of fucking moron are you? It's fucking insane to me that like this is what goes for like doing commentary on the internet is just like, oh, these are the Reddit threads from some of the most like schizophrenic people you've ever actually encountered. This is all it takes for me. He said you hide the bad stuff from your friends? He said I hide. Okay, I'm gonna DM him. Gross. Fucking moron. All right, whatever.
I don't get it. This isn't so nice of you, Hasan, calling Charlie a moron. Charlie never called you a moron. Not very friendly, Hasanabi. Not very nice. Not very Habibi of you. Like, it's somehow our fault that Hasan is a retard because he didn't show us the shock or the dog collar within 5 seconds of it happening. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's not the Israelis. It's not the Nazis. It's not the anti-Palestine or whatever the fuck Hasan wants to say, Hasan uses Palestine to deflect any criticism of him. Oh, you criticize me? You must hate Palestine. What? And I hope more people are waking up to this. Hasan always uses Palestine to shield himself from criticism, and it's disgusting.
And it looks like you shock your dog. Given how annoyed you are with the dog, and right before she yelps out in pain, you roll your eyes, you look at something off screen, you clearly are like, you are reaching off screen, that is very clear, and then the dog yelps while you were still annoyed, and then instead of doing like what I feel like most dog owners would do, would like check to see like, is everything alright? Why'd she just yelp in pain? Instead of doing that, calling her a baby and then mentioning how spoiled she is about roaming the house, like that doesn't compute. If this was her dew claw getting stuck there and then yelping in pain, you would have no idea why she's yelping. Why is your first instinct to call her a baby and then mention how spoiled she is about, your mom letting her roam the house? The response to it just doesn't really seem to make sense if what happened is her dew claw getting stuck there. I just don't see why he would respond that way, so aggressive about it. It just doesn't really make sense.
I was willing to be extremely charitable towards the guy because, once again, no one wants dog abuse allegations. No one wants fucking pedophile allegations. No one wants dog abuse allegations. It's like the worst two things you could be, blamed for. So I was like, I don't want to just say that. You know what I mean? That's what the videos are like. Oh, the Hasan dog situation. I'm not saying Hasan dog abuse confirmed in 4K. That's why I was like, well, maybe we'll know more. But it's like, he's not helping himself. Calling Charlie a moron, calling anyone that disagrees with him Israeli propaganda and far-right propaganda and to take him down. It's like, he's insane. This shows you how brainwashed he and his fans are. It's legitimately schizo posting on Maine.
And when you increase the brightness here, it does seem like there's definitely tape. I've seen this picture floated around a lot, and people believe that they have narrowed it down to a model called the Educator ET400, which seems to match it visually 1-to-1 in all aspects except for the bottom side there, where on the ET400 there are 2 prongs there, but you can take those prongs off from what I can tell, at least online, and in the Hasan clip, there's a bunch of tape there, which potentially would be there to cover up the holes. I don't really know what else there would be tape there for.
Charlie, it's the answer is extremely fucking obvious. It's so Israel can't control the dog and make that dog attack Hasan. I mean, that's obviously the answer here. He's trying to protect himself from Israel. That's why he's, taping that shit up. We all know this. I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. Come on, guys. Why is Gaza involved in every single thing he says, even if it has nothing remotely to do with the subject? That's what I'm wondering. But anyways, enough slop. I'ma go. Subscribe to the channel, or you're a Nazi and you're racist. Oh yeah, and you've been bought by Israel, so you better be subscribing. Bye, I guess. Toodles.